Maybe your pops was tops. Maybe your father's a bother. If he's angry and mad or in absentee lad, no matter what kind you had, here's fuck you, Dad.
Welcome to another episode of Fuck You Dad, everybody, live from the Lincoln Lodge. This week we have the very funny Stephanie. Okay, I'm having a brain aneurysm at the beginning.
Every name. It doesn't matter.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
I was almost had a stroke live, which would be interesting.
I think you're bad at white people names because you fucked up Tommy Schneeman. You fucked up.
It's a lot of pressure. Yeah, I don't have. It's like all these boring. There's no like. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I have a pretty standard name.
It's
yeah.
Stephanie Robertson.
Yeah, nailed it.
Nailed it. Okay, I just had. See, I should have went in the mirror and practiced in the bathroom because God, that's why I hate reading out loud. It's like my least favorite.
That would be the time that somebody would catch you in the bathroom, though. You just go in Stephanie Robertson in the mirror, and they're like, "What the?"
Oh, Kenyon's banned from the lodge over and over again, just saying her address. Yeah, that would not be good at all. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I get to work from home this week, so that's been nice.
Okay.
So I just got to fly on over here real quick, and
It's the best. I could never go back to an office ever again.
I know. I thought when I graduated, I was like, no, I like the office. I like working around other people, and I'm like, I'm so stupid.
No, you
I'm
don't.
So dumb.
No one
I'm
enjoys
so
the office.
naive
You
of
enjoy
me.
being with like your friends and doing things you actually want to
Yeah,
do. But
the
work
office-
is not one of those things.
Don't need to go there ever again.
Working
but-
from home makes you realize like the work isn't bad. It's being around the people.
Yeah, it's
that's
being
bad.
there. It's being in the
Yeah.
culture of the office.
Which is the worst. It's like a capitalist church. Like, you're very polite. You gotta be like, you can't be yourself. It's like all hell Steve, and then you just go in. You have the most like hollow conversation one could ever have for 8 hours all day.
Yeah.
You know, you spend a lot of money on like food. You woke up early.
Oh,
you
I
showered.
hate bringing a lunch.
It's the worst.
It makes me feel like a child.
It
I'm like,
does.
This is juvenile.
I had the paper bag like I was a cartoon strip character.
I hate it. I
hated that shit.
You're
I just
sad.
have
The
my
bundle
little
and the
sack.
stick, yeah.
I'm just like, oh, me, you know. And then, or you're buying lunch a lot of these places are downtown, so you can buy a $15 sandwich for no goddamn reason.
Yeah.
Eat that angrily.
I for my job now, I pack lunches. And
you're working man, too.
my girlfriend will help me out. She'll like pack me a lunch, and I'll be like, "I love you very much. This is very sweet," but it just crosses the lines too much. You know what I mean? I'm like a kid, like you said, kid
Mom's
going to
packing
school.
your lunch.
But
She's leaving
yeah,
you little
yeah.
notes.
Thanks,
Yeah.
mommy.
Yeah.
Here I go. Oh, there's an
That's
apple
very
in there.
working man. Like, oh, the old wife threw an apple.
I know.
Says I need to work on my cholesterol.
Yeah.
She got like a lunch pail.
Yeah, what'd the wife pack for you today?
Yeah,
exactly.
Just one of those, damn it.
But that's nice because it's such a burden, honestly.
It does feel really good, but then
Yeah.
when I'm unpacking it, it feels dirt. It feels like I don't deserve this, you know?
Okay, well that's a deeper issue. Well, I just don't deserve love.
Send
You're
her
like-
my way. She can make all my
Yeah,
lunch.
but I was like, I'll have 3 peanut butter sandwiches all day. God,
There's one less thing I
being
have to
wasted on
worry
this
about.
moron.
I know we were talking. This is the second straight podcast day I've worn sweatpants in the studio.
It's becoming a thing.
It's becoming a thing that I'm trying to stop. But here, I did
Unemployed
see
Nick, sweatpants.
Kelly made me laugh today because I saw a TikTok about like it was some girl being like, "Ooh, when a guy wears gray sweatpants." And I was like, "Hey, gray sweatpants," and she looks at me and she goes, "You got to be employed for those to be hot."
That's like your official uniform.
Yeah, I was like,
that's-
damn, you're right. They are a different tinge of gray when
pretty
unemployed.
sad. Yeah. Coffee mug full of PBR. Like, I'm looking for
literally
jobs.
drinking beer, watching the World Cup, being like, "Yeah, gray sweatpants.
Yeah.
I'm fucking hot."
Girlfriend's just softly crying, going to work, calling mom like, he's changed.
Yeah. I'm packing his lunch. I'm trying. It's nothing's working.
Maybe you can go out there and get a job today. Just a bunch
Isn't this
of
podcast? This
vegetables.
podcast is supposed to be about dads, right? We're supposed to be talking about dads.
let's shift the focus. Oh my God.
I don't know. My
What-
dad's happy I have a job, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dad's. I don't think my dad is. I think if I was unemployed, he's like, you sell out. Like, if I didn't have a job and was just trying to focus on the commune with my dad,
Oh yeah.
he'd be, like, proud of me. You know?
No, my dad doesn't care about much. He's only ever been like, one time we were like going around the table, like probably like a Thanksgiving thing, right? And like what we're
Hopefully.
grateful. Yeah.
It's pretty weird normally.
No, yeah, we don't
It's a
do that.
Wednesday. What's everyone grateful for? Like, that we
dad
never
would
do this
never.
normally.
But he was just like, we all have jobs, and I'm like, okay. I'm like,
Yeah,
if that's
yeah.
what makes you happy, yeah.
I mean, it's
That
like
was
a good point, but it does feel like you have nothing to say.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like, well, I guess everyone here technically works.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
You know?
Like we're all good. I think at the time I worked at like Chili's too. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't that. Like I wasn't really
I'm
showing
a
off.
part-time
my
server.
anyway, yeah.
Basically working for gas money to get there. It's not crazy.
I know. So, but that's he cares about that. So that's good.
What does he do?
He works in like hospitality, so he used to work in the hotel industry for
Okay.
like forever and ever. And then he wanted to become a family man, and now he works in.
Did that conflict with the hotel industry?
Well, hospitality hours are insane.
Oh yeah, I'm
You
sure.
work at night a lot.
we
yeah.
we
I
would.
can't imagine the amount of shit you must get.
Oh, he's told me. Yeah,
Roots.
he's told me insane stories.
Yeah.
But you know what? Working in the hotel industry, he got to meet Jerry Lewis. If you guys know.
Oh,
who that
that's
is.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So he got to like go to his hotel room and like talk with him and like hang out with
Wow.
him. Even though Jerry Lewis was like a dick about everything. And,
sure.
Like
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
he's, like, a very
demanded.
neurotic guy.
Yeah, demanded everything. So, but so those like cool things happen, but crazy things happen. But he would be home. We would drop him off at the train station at like 5 a.m. in the morning, and he wouldn't get home until like 1 a.m. at night.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like those are
damn.
hotel hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Did you grow up
24
here?
hour.
Mainly, but when that was happening, we were in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was working downtown Pittsburgh.
Shit.
So we would like drop him off at the train. He would go in and
Did you like Pittsburgh?
yeah, I want to go back really bad. I think that's gonna be like my first like out of the Midwest place I want to do comedy.
comedy,
Yeah,
yeah.
just because it
I've
seems
heard of,
like like it's like
yeah.
kind of I feel like. No, I don't want to
Don't say
insult
it.
Pittsburgh people.
I know. We got a huge Pittsburgh base, and
Plus-
they get them.
This podcast,
for too
this
long.
podcast thrives on insulting the people that listen.
Yeah,
that's kind of what we
that's
do.
what we do here. Yeah.
I'm like, I want to get booked in Pittsburgh because I think like the most.
They're
insulting
dumb and they
thing-
laugh
Yeah,
more.
I know. Well, I was
That's
like,
what you're. Hey, it's like when we go back to the South, and it's like, wow, why is it just easier?
Yeah.
Because they're dumb. Because people in the South are all dumb alcoholics. They got nothing to do in the miserable towns they live. Come check me out in Wilmington,
Yeah.
Wilson, North Carolina. You know, there, Greensboro. But yeah, they come out and they're just like, well, that guy, I do drink and drive. And you just tell jokes.
right.
Yeah.
And so I feel like
Great.
it's like that. I feel like it's like kind of there's not like there's a comedy scene, but it's not like a super big like competitive scene, I guess.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
like I guess to
Being
put it
out
nicely,
of town is enough of a credit to like,
yes,
squeeze you
yeah,
and
just to
stuff.
say you're from Chicago, I feel like it's like easy enough, right? And so like and I just want to visit because I think it's a cool place.
It
and-
feels so good to go back. I grew up in Minneapolis,
Yeah.
and I went back and hosted some shows at Sisyphus, and there was like a bunch of people that came out from like high school era,
Yeah.
and it feels so good to like do well on a comedy show in front of
Oh.
those people.
The best.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I even like when I was back recently, I had some like old high school goobers come out to a show, and then they like I did pretty well. It was fun, and I thought like, oh, like what'd you think? They're like, yeah, you did well, like you always do. Like they're always like angry at it, like yeah, you got your thing.
It is
Yeah.
this weird.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's this
You
weird
got your
bitter thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like okay, you don't have to just be an alcoholic and work at the store next to the high school we went to. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Think you're better than me?
Yeah.
No, all of these kids that I went to high school are better than me. So they're all
See,
like,
but my kids, my friends are not.
Yeah.
I'm
They're like-
actually as pathetic as people think I am. I am sort of the hometown hero / fam. The fact that I am not currently being stabbed with Narcan makes me just one of. I am pretty much.
You won.
Yeah, I did win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
It's close for a second there, but we came back.
Yeah. You dipped your toe into second place for a second.
Yeah.
Some guy got a raise at Sheets and was like, I'm doing better than Ken.
Yeah. I think Kenyon's passed out on a podcast right now, and it's just choking my head.
So what were you like in school? Did you ever get in trouble at all?
No, I was in middle school. I was a little a little rowdy, and then I really toned it down.
What does middle school rowdy look like?
Dude, my middle
Were
school
you
was
throwing food around?
fucking
Some
crazy.
people are
Yeah.
wild in
dude.
middle. What
I-
are
Is
you doing?
this in Pittsburgh?
No, this was up in the Lake County area.
Okay.
I went to Matthews Middle School. I don't know why I had to say the name.
No,
but
no. Shout out Matthews.
Shout out Matthews Middle School. It's
Hey,
where
man.
it all went down.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was a middle school on top of
sipping
a
that
farm.
Tussin? What's going on?
Dude, it was like, I don't know. We were all very like hypersexual. Like,
Oh, in middle school?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
Nobody was fucking in middle school.
Well, no one was fucking you or me.
True.
This
People
whole thing.
were doing it.
This whole
It's
thing
so-
totally missed me. It was happening. Apparently, I've heard about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
totally missed me.
Not even happy. Like, yeah, sure. You smoke weed and Google weird things to get high
See,
on. That's
even
middle
that's cool. Yeah.
wasn't cool at the time. You're like, we're living the dream. You're just watching Pineapple Express at your friend
We
who
were-
lives in a broken home.
So you were living
But-
big mouth.
smoking weed, sexual stuff.
God damn.
Like,
So this is
That
like
is rowdy.
Yeah.
crazier than Euphoria. This is Euphoria, but everyone has a cubby still. This is
we all had
crazy.
recess, yeah.
Yeah, like literally as soon as some kid's like, my dick just started working. You want to figure this out?
slow down. I gotta get the condom from my cubby. It's right by my snack pack.
Yeah. Just splitting a little bag of goldfish
And it
after you're done
was-
fucking.
yeah,
You like
it
smoke those
was.
little candy cigarettes after you're done fucking somebody?
Honestly, it was like
That's wild.
yeah, there were like I don't even think I had like texting at one point. Like when it
Sure.
was like all going down. Like we had to call my home phone. Like
Oh yeah.
You were so young, you were back in another century. You were in the 90s.
You go, yeah.
you like tell
Fucking, like-
tell Steph to come over and hit the gravity bong and have an orgy.
I called
In a
Steph
race
come
car
out to
back.
play. Like,
Yeah. God, that
Yeah.
I wish I went to this middle school. It's
Yeah.
just
it's like kind of a rural town.
see, that's the thing. People get crazy in the
People
woods.
get Oh, and that
People
we
get crazy.
We had
There's-
a spot in the woods.
Somebody asked me.
Yeah.
The woods is where it went down.
Yeah, we
The
had
woods-
a lot of like unincorporated areas.
Of course,
too.
you get some
The
chairs
police would never
out
roll
there.
through there.
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll see them coming from a mile away. Anyone who's not a deer, it's just
I know. Yeah.
Unincorporated. Unincorporated areas sounds like what you call your genitals in like a lawsuit. Like,
and that's when Mr. McHenry showed his unincorporated area to the plaintiff.
It was
That is so you're living.
called
But
a-
I was a good student.
okay.
Okay,
that-
so you're getting A's.
Yeah.
You're kind of
That's all
maintaining
that
this life. That's what
matters.
it is.
It's all about balance, baby.
that work-life balance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta get A's so you can go out and play.
Yeah. Well, I wish you were coming to classrooms. I was studied in school. Some chick's like, you gotta get A's so you can get high. Explore your sexuality with a cheerleader.
Yeah.
yeah. It was a good time in middle school, but then I hated high school so much.
That's
I
like the
don't-
opposite of everybody.
I know.
also hated high school, but middle school was so much more
I think
awkward.
because when you're on that path in middle school, high school, if you want to keep doing well,
Yeah.
you got to drop all that shit.
Yeah.
Because if you still kind of do that, you're gonna end
Hey,
You're gonna end up.
end up asking money from a guy who's broker than you. You know, when you're 25 or whatever.
You're gonna end up banned from Cash App.
point is good. I'm good for that $40, so I don't see what you got to be weird about on the podcast. I get paid in a week and a half, and I just need to borrow $40.
It's always 40.
I just need to
It's
borrow
always-
$40 is a good amount because it's enough to get you something, but it's not too much to
It's
ask.
also enough to be annoying, but not enough to be angry about.
Right.
Yeah, it's right in that
I've
middle
thought
zone.
about it because it ain't 20. But it's
No,
just
20 wouldn't be a problem.
20,
I go,
but
yeah.
40
But it doesn't get
is
anything done, does
done
it?
The guy's not driving out for so
From middle school, it was funny because you said calling the home phone. I called a girl's home phone one time, and I freaked the fuck out. I think I didn't even get to the point where I was like, is Casey there? It was like her mom picked up the phone and was
yeah,
like,
it
hello.
just fell apart.
And then I was just like, I started singing happy birthday.
Was it her birthday?
No. It
That's
was
so weird.
It was just my
Why did you do that?
Because
It's like a horror movie. Happy birthday to.
so fucked up.
If I got a phone call right now,
fucked
happy
It was
birthday.
because
Happy birthday, Stephanie. I see you right now. God
There was none of that. There was none of that.
It's so bizarre. I can't get over it.
I have
Not-
a
you're
big
not like, "Oh, I'm
birthday
sorry."
surprise for you.
Yeah.
Look
under your pillow.
I thought it was a good idea to like throw him off the scent, you know?
Yeah, throw him into police's hand.
Well, I wasn't like, "Hi, this is Nick Cartwright
Which
from
you
your
should've.
daughter's class."
Yeah.
No. Of course, I
That's
should have
like
done that.
way less weird than
I-
singing.
I sang "Happy Birthday" and then I made up a name. I just said "Happy Birthday, dear Deborah," and then she's like, "This is not Deborah," and I was like, "Oh no, it's not Deborah."
So you made an elaborate lie for somebody else rather than saying who you are?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
actually really smart.
See, it comes back
I
around.
actually really like that.
But she obviously knew it was a kid.
This all happened
Yeah.
in split seconds.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she said, there's someone else's voice. You got, I'll sing a birthday song
Happy
for a
birthday.
non-existent person. She'll realize they have the wrong number. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
That's
in
like
the-
so neurotic that you're smart. Like that's so stupid. It is genius.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of what I
it
end up
is.
doing a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It starts off really dumb, but I kind of pull it
It's
out
like
of
a
the
Rube,
deep sea.
Rube Goldberg machine to an accidental good idea. Like the amount of stupid. Oh my
But I
God.
did get, well, she didn't end up liking me at all. That was the one that,
Even the birthday thing?
yeah, the birthday thing
That's
didn't help.
charming.
Now, I wonder if she ever figured out if that was me. I wonder if she was
Probably.
maybe it said Cartwright on the phone. 'cause it was
Maybe
still-
even. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
that could have influenced the whole weird behavior after
Yeah,
that.
they're like, it's clearly Nick Cartwright singing a birthday song to Deborah.
Did you go to college?
I went to college, yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to 2 years at community college in Harper. At
That's
Harper.
the fucking thing to do. Right
Yeah,
there.
it really is.
That's
so
the
much
place-
cheaper to
That's
make
where you
sense.
get rowdy.
I'm
Yeah,
all-
that's.
well-
I want Euphoria Community College. That's a series right there.
I went to Harper in Palatine, Illinois, and then because I have a twin brother, so my parents were like, "We are not sending you both to college at the same time. Like that's impossible. Like
hilarious.
financially impossible."
Sophie's choice.
So-
Like, all right, you guys are gonna fight it out.
Yeah, and then
See
I.
who doesn't get to wear a name tag for the rest of their life.
Oh, dude, it really just felt like going to high school. Like,
Yeah,
because
it
we
is.
had to
It's
go
the
in
13th
together.
grade.
We had to wake up
Yeah.
together. We had to drive home. We had to plan around each other's schedule. It was awful until we finally got our own cars by like sophomore year, which was like the last year there. But then I went to DePaul to finish up my
Okay.
Oh, okay.
finish
big-
up my
big
degree.
jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to be in the city though, so I was like, I'm
You're
doing
outta
it.
here.
Hell yeah.
Left
yeah.
Big Henry.
Yeah.
Is your dad from like the city or?
Yeah, he was born in Itasca, if you know where that is. It's Schaumburg area.
Oh, okay.
Like the 20 minutes outside of Schaumburg. Not
Okay.
even. Yeah, really, really close. So yeah, we're all
Just suburban
Illinois
kids.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Suburban
Born and
Illinois
bred.
people. Yep.
Cul-de-sacs.
Yeah.
That's where your people are from.
That's
yeah.
it's true.
Cul-de-sacs, a
That's
Red
where-
Lobster.
That's where.
That's where it is. Red Lobster.
God, I wish we had a Red Lobster.
You don't even have a Red Lobster,
No,
McHenry?
we had Chili's, Applebee's, and Olive Garden.
Oh, you
So-
gotta fuck with a Red
Oh,
Lobster.
you
What do you
know.
do on
have
your
to
birthday?
finish the,
I don't know.
the quadra,
Yeah.
square is the word. That was like, what's the shape with the four corners? It's a square.
You gotta slow down.
I don't
You
even
gotta
know.
finish.
I
the
started-
quadrant.
I
I made
start-
soup today. Just drawing a square with.
I
your
did make
hand.
soup today. It was delicious.
Yeah.
I started with quad. See, that sounds really good.
Yeah,
though.
that sounds smarter, but then when you see the clear square that you're miming, it's really sad. This is from a guy with probably 2 concussions this year. But
Did you ever make him upset, your dad? Was he like an angry guy, or was he?
No.
He sounds very chill.
He's
like, I just
so
want to work
chill.
36 hours at a
Chill.
hotel. I'm not mad at you for being 11 years old, having group sex, and getting high.
My dad,
Yeah.
he was almost, maybe he was too chill. My mom was the strict one.
Okay.
He was the chill one. He is a super quiet guy. Like I could hang out with him for a whole week and he wouldn't know any more about me than he did.
Is your dad chill or like an absentee dad?
Does he-
You're
is he
like, my
amused?
dad's super chill. Like, oh dear, he doesn't ask who I am. Or give a
Basically,
fuck.
he's in a
Look me in the
coma.
eyes.
Yeah. Dad's super chill.
Kinda
He's
glazed
dead. Yeah,
over.
yeah. He's got
Glazed
a-
over for sure sometimes,
Yeah.
but no, he really is. He like minds his own business. As long as he's not hearing about my trouble, he doesn't want to know about my trouble. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and then
Sound
he
like
was
an
like,
old-timey like villain from the Wild West. As long as he ain't hearing about my trouble, you want to know about my trouble. Stephanie of the Wild Plains. Like,
Well,
what?
I mean, like I used to get in trouble, and I would tell him before I would tell my mom for sure.
Because he's like the fun guy.
Yeah, well, it's not even that he's funny. He was just like more understanding and like
Mm-hmm.
he didn't like I never felt like he thought of me like any less whenever I would get into trouble. Like he
You
was
think
just
your mom would?
Oh, oh, she would let me know. Well, there was one time, okay, speaking of like phone, okay, so a great example of like what went down in middle school on the home phone. Actually, I think it was a cell phone at this time. Maybe I had the home phone, whatever. So my friend was like having this issue with her boyfriend at the time, middle school. So it's like high stakes, right? Like we're all in
I
it.
thought you went towards your wrist. I was like, Jesus.
I didn't.
I know, but I thought
No.
you mimed towards your wrist. You're like, well, it's middle school, so you know.
No,
And
no,
like,
but that's my point.
oh, I know. Yeah.
She
Emotions
went
are-
to her wrist.
Oh my
No.
And
They
so
they didn't get the same like third period.
so I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't there when it happened, but she had, because her and I would lie to our moms about, oh, we're hanging out with each other when we were hanging out with guys.
Okay.
Classic
So
scheme.
she was hanging out with me at the time when her and her boyfriend got in a fight, and so she asked me if I could pretend to be my mom and speak to her mom about the fact that she was actually like with me, and she had like cut her wrist open so deep to the point where if it was even like right, I don't know, like a millimeter further, that she would have like died. Like she would have literally like lost so much blood. Sorry, yeah. So
okay.
No,
so
we go
she
deeper,
like had me lie twice to her mom because the first lie was she slipped on ice and cut her wrist open. And then her mom didn't believe that, so I had to get back.
No one just slips on ice down the part where everyone cuts themselves.
I had to get back on the phone, and
I like how a kid is like, I have to be a good friend and not tell this
Yeah,
kid's
I was
mom
gonna say, I'm like, you're a
that
terrible
she's
friend.
very sad.
Yeah, tell that
Okay.
your friend is
But-
violently suicidal.
I know we
Needs
were,
some,
but
like,
that's what I'm
serious
telling
medical
you,
help.
Middle school was just bananas.
No, it is.
With
You don't
that shit.
you don't understand,
No, it's just
like-
like no one wants to get in trouble,
Right.
so no one's
Yeah.
gonna get in trouble. Like
Oh,
we're
yeah.
all gonna protect
I'll
each other.
die before
I'll
I'll get in
die
trouble.
Your
before we get grounded by our parents.
Your friend's bleeding out, and you're like, get the shovel. You're like, I'm going to homecoming this weekend. There's no fucking way I'm going down for this. If you think I'm having this TV taken away, you got another thing coming.
So I was on the phone with her mom, just making up like off the top of my head
See
a
the Pretty
story
Little Lies in
about like
middle
what
school.
happened and where we were and what we were doing, and then I had to pretend like I was pissed off at my daughter. I was like, oh, this is unbelievable.
Oh
like
my
stuff
God.
like I was doing shit like that.
Did she believe? Did you not
Oh,
clearly
I got away
sound
with
like a
it.
12-year-old
No, I got away
girl?
with it, for sure.
You made your voice sound like an adult woman.
Yeah, because I know I knew my mom's cadence. I knew my mom like
You second citied her.
dude. I was
This is like
seriously
con
though.
artist shit.
In middle
kind of
school,
insane.
I was like, I'm such a good fucking liar. Like I was so like
That's what the drugs
proud
do
of
to you,
myself.
Yeah.
Like,
I
was-
used to be like, it used to be like an improv scene where it's like, all right, you're coming home, you're broke, smell like reef, your eyes are rust. What were you up to? Go.
No,
It's
dude,
just
for
like,
real.
yeah.
I would be out and I would be like, all right, this, and this happened, and this is what this is a story I'm sticking to. I know like my mom's gonna she's gonna be happy hearing about this, and then I'm gonna tell her I knew exactly how to play it. I knew exactly what to say. I knew what would
Manipulative.
make my mom. Yes.
You're scaring the fuck out of me. There's some people on the pod where they like open up who they are, and I'm like, oh, you're a demon. I know a demon when I see one. This is a demon.
It
right
was
here.
just like I just always was like super like independent, and so I was just like, no, I'll be fine. I can figure it out.
Sure, playing with
And
fire,
then I would
playing
just,
with
right, and then I
overdose
would
or
just
possible
be like,
pregnancy.
like shit like that, where it was just like, and I would, because my mom was too strict, I couldn't tell her anything, so I was
That's
just
how you gotta loosen
That's
up a
how.
little bit.
That's kind of how my dad was. He'd freak out over literally everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, well,
Nothing.
I'll just not talk about anything.
exactly.
I'll just
All
be a
right, well
kid.
then you don't get to know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't, and then finally some of it caught up with me, and I ended up just telling my dad like, hey, like I was out with I had an older neighbor too, which she got me into trouble a lot. She was like much older than me.
That's always the problem.
She's a problem.
Because back in the day, you're like, this is so cool
It's
that this
so cool
that this 20-year-old is
that a
hanging out
damn
with
near
me.
adult
Dude,
is
yeah,
hanging out with a middle
dude, if I was
schooler.
25 hanging out with 17-year-olds,
Disgusting.
insane.
No.
Yeah.
In jail.
No, and as she should be for some of the things that she got me into, but like,
Sure.
so I
Accountability
ended
is the
up
only
just
path to
telling
progress.
yeah. Cheers. But so then finally I was like, Dad, this is what's been going on, kind of like I gave him kind of like a half-assed story, but I was like, I need you to talk to this mom and just let her know that you know that and
Yeah.
that I lied. and I didn't, because I didn't want mom to get mad or whatever. And he did. He talked to her, and he didn't tell my mom. So
Wow.
yeah.
That is very chill.
That's a cool. That
Super
is
chill.
very chill.
Yeah, love him. I love my dad. He's chill. He's such an easygoing guy. Like he'll do anything you ask. Like he'll like it sounds crazy.
Is he even a real person?
That's why you love him. You're like, I can just manipulate this little beanie baby
He's
of a man.
He's just a ball of Play-Doh.
He's like a
He never
little
gets
teddy
mad.
bear. And you go,
Do whatever you
get
want.
me out of trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Doesn't
it's like,
ask any questions. Doesn't care about it.
I don't know if it's like a daddy-daughter thing, but like he just was so chill about everything. And like all this man, I would come down on like Saturday mornings and he would just be like watching Tom and Jerry.
Is your dad just like really high?
All these details,
I
yeah.
wish, dude.
Yeah,
I
just
want to
so
get
he
high
wants
with
to
him
Tom.
so bad. He's not much of a drinker. He'll like fall asleep like after one Manhattan.
Yeah.
And he works. The place he works at is he
Sounds
gets
like a
randomly drug
sweetheart.
tested. He's a sweetheart. And I keep telling him like, when can we smoke together? And he's like, I get drug tested. And I was like, when you retire? And he was like, we'll see. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
I got high with my parents for the first time.
You got high with it.
recently.
Oh, your mom, not your
My
dad.
mom.
Yeah.
Well, my dad geeked out. We all had a bit of a Delta 9 gummy.
Oh yeah.
And my dad was like, bloody hell, it's hot in here. And I was like, no, it's not. He's like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Your dad, a British man, felt the feeling. He's like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
just shuts it out.
Yeah. He's like,
And then me and my mom, we had a
Just
nice
in a cold,
talk.
dark room.
And then I think I told the story on the
drugs,
phone.
Nick.
Yeah.
Your mom.
We started laughing really hard,
Mm-hmm.
and we were having a great time. And then something clicked in my mom's brain where she was like, "Oh, we're laughing because we're on drugs. I'm on drugs." And then it was downhill from there.
Yeah. Your mom on a
I tried to
badass
save her. I was like, "Not, Mom, it's cool. It's not drugs. We ate a little gummy, and we feel okay." And she goes, "No, I'm doing drugs with my son." Like, and then the next morning, she went to church for like the first time in like 8
You
years.
scared your mom back into Jesus' arms.
She's like, there are demons inside of me.
Yeah.
like
Like,
crying in confession.
literally, probably went to confession.
Yeah, blueberry Delta 8 gummy. So the devil comes in ripe forms. Like,
Poor mom.
oh my god.
Yeah. I
Shit.
want to get high with my dad so bad. Is
It's-
it over? Is the oh?
Okay, so you said that in a way. You want it to be over? Sure, we can go in for the. You
don't
said
know.
that like it was a surgery. You're like, is it over?
am I out of
Is
here?
it done? All right. Well, we'll go in for the close on that note while we still want to be here.
No.
You have anything you want to plug?
I mean, I do a show in McHenry every other Wednesday.
Oh, the
Pretty good.
Vixen.
At the Vixen.
Do the Vixen,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my
room.
god.
Good
But yeah,
time.
the room looks awesome.
The room is crazy. Yeah,
seen
it's
pictures
not
of
made
it.
for comedy, but it works out.
Yeah.
It's made for
I mean,
like
you guys
concerts.
get people in there.
Yeah, we get people.
So that's all you need in that room.
I know.
As long as you get people in there.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's been going well. Because we took a break for a minute and now we're back, and so far so good. So
Hell yeah.
come on out every other
Where
Wednesday.
can they,
8 p.m.
if they want to get tickets, where can they find
It's free. Just walk into the venue. It's
If
lawless.
you live in
up there.
McHenry, you
Yeah.
know about this. It's the only thing in town
It's
to
the
do.
only thing happening.
Literally the only thing to
It
do.
really is.
And
It's
it-
like
yeah.
the hottest spot right now. So.
Is that where the middle school was, where everything went down?
Technically, it was Island Lake where it all went down.
Okay.
So
Okay, so
yeah.
you're a
So we
poser.
can't give can't give it all the credit to McHenry, even though I'm sure similar activities happen in McHenry. I'm
Yeah.
almost positive. Yeah.
And as always, come down to Lincoln Lodge every day. of the
7
week.
days a week. God damn
There's
it.
comedy going on right now in
It's
the building.
insane.
as we
I'm about
speak.
to jump on stage as soon as I get off here.
Get outta here.
on the Patreon. We got some fantastic extra bonus eps. We go in depth. And then come check me. I'm returning to the South. Come
Fuck
check
yeah.
me out. I'm going to be December 5th, Morehead City, North Carolina. December 7th, I'm going to be back in Charlotte. December 8th, Wilson, North Carolina.
Yep.
December 10th, headlining the Idiot
Wow.
Box. Goddamn right.
That's gonna be
And then,
sweet.
I'm going to be in Hillsboro, Chapel Hill, bunch of dates.
All
come
those
check me out.
all those people you insulted earlier on the podcast are going to show up in
Oh,
heaps.
yeah. I depend on them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I shat on small town North Carolina, but I'm looking for it. They
Yeah.
need me, and I need them. It's a beautiful codependent relationship.
They are the
so,
best.
They're the best. Thanks for listening, guys.
God bless you. Hey guys, you just listened to another episode of Fuck You Dad. If you could follow us on our Instagram, which is FCKYOUDAD podcast. That's the important one. We also have a Twitter account, which is FCKYOUDADPODCA1. If you could follow that. Also, please submit any father stories that you have that you'd like us to make fun of, laugh at, or share. Shoot that to our Instagram DMs. And if you could please go ahead and rate the podcast, share the podcast with your friends and family that might enjoy it, and keep listening. Thank you so much.